Hello guys, and welcome to another video. Hope you guys had a good Christmas. I did, and if I don't see you in the new year or have a new video out in the new year, I hope you have a good new year. But there should be some content coming out before New Year. But as you can see from the title of the video, it's going to be a short one. It's about how to be quick on a pad, and I will give you my pad settings. I will leave a duration on the screen around about now to where you can skip to if you just want those pad settings. But yeah, this is a common thing that people have been asking for. It's the pad settings that I have ran on Project Cars 2 for the pad. Now I've switched to a wheel. I've got a wheel now, and there'll be some content coming out on the channel with my wheel. But I'm going to give you my pad settings. I'm not going to use it again, so you may have had them, and I know a lot of people have been requesting them. And this is something that's really been kind of questioned. You know, how can you be good on a pad on Project Cars? You know, this game isn't made physically for the pad. I know from Project Cars 1 to Project Cars 2 they did do a lot of work on trying to improve the pad. On Project Cars 1 it was twitchy as hell, and now it's better to drive, it's more drivable, but there is still some problems like input lag and stuff like that. So as you can see from the actual content in the video right now, this is actually my first video that I did back when the game first came out. This is my first sort of laps in the game, and a lot has changed since then. I got much more better at playing the game. But I'm going to give you kind of my top tips. There isn't like a top 5. It's very hard to put like 5 tips of being good on the pad. It's kind of one of those things. So it's one of those that you've got to do. You've just got to put the time in, put the practice in. It's a major thing. Practice like hell. I put on around about, throughout my league racing time on Project Cars 2 with the pad, I did around about 6 days worth of time, and that for me was enough grind to be at a decent pace. You know, we went to do Tora, the Ginetta GT4 Super Cup. We went to do that in Tora, and we also went to AOR, and we won Semi-Pro, won the championship. Those highlights are coming out soon, don't worry about those. But you know, we did that, and through that was just a whole lot of practice. I was able to practice with people in my team. Obviously, I'm in EVR. I was able to practice with my team members who are on wheels, and racing against people who are faster does help you improve, and that is what I did. I practiced as hard as I can, and I grinded it. You know, that's all you can do. It's really easy to give up, and it comes on to my next sort of point later on in the video. But it's very easy to give up, as you can see in the background. These are my last 2 really quick laps on the pad. This is the progression that I made from the start of the game towards the end of the game's life for me on the pad. It's towards the end of my sort of time on the pad here, and you can see the gains you can make. You can get more confidence with the brakes, you can get more confident on the throttle and everything like that. You gain that throughout practice. If you just put in the practice, put in the hours, and just do enough laps on the pad, you're going to be really quick. And that's what I did, and that's why, you know, towards the end of AOR I was able to match people who are in elite tier in terms of pace, and be on their pace, as well as people in pro tier. I was in the semi-pro tier, and I was able to end up matching them. You know, before going into the sign up for AOR, I was nowhere near their pace. I was probably about 2 seconds of the pace. But within the season, if I just grinded these cars out and I played these cars as hard as I did, it made me faster. And being around people who were faster than me on the wheel as well made me quicker too. And it pushed me to go and strive forward and to get the best results possible, and that's what I did. So that's really a big thing. A very obvious thing is just to practice as hard as you can on the pad. That is how you're going to be successful. The next thing is the right settings. Obviously, I've got the right settings in the video, and obviously I'll show you the actual duration of where that is at. But the right settings will help you. However, my settings might not work for you, so it might just be a bit shit. I'm not gonna lie, it's not gonna be great for you. But that comes on to my next point. It's determination. It's that drive. For me, I never gave up. I continued. I had what I had. I couldn't afford a wheel, so I had to put up with what I had, and I just continued on. And that's what I did. And I had a determination to get the right setup. So I worked with people, really quick people, to help me get quicker. It didn't help me because obviously they're on the wheel. People that I was talking to were on the wheel, but I'm on the pad and it's different. But they were able to help me with setup. You know, I would tell them I've got oversteer, I've got understeer, and I would ask them, you know, how can I fix this in my setup? And they'll tell me, or they'll give me a setup and they'll tweak it for me. And eventually, towards the end on the pad, I started making my own setups. For example, Italy, Monza, which we can see right now. You know, I use a baseline setup from somebody, and then I tweaked it around what I wanted, and it made it better for me. So it was that determination, and the right setup is also important too. That is definitely important. So the determination, that drive to really push forward and not give up, because it's very easy to give up, because it's very frustrating at first. I'll be honest, I've got really frustrated. It was easier than Project Cars 1, but I just wasn't on the pace. It took me a long time, particularly through the early stages of Torah. It took me a lot of time, and to get anywhere near the wheel users, and then eventually I was able to beat some of them. So it just took me a long time. That is really my tips. Just determination, practice, the right setup, the right settings. They're the 4 things that will make you good. If you put in the time, it will reward you, and it is the most fun thing. I know there's a lot of input lag with the pad. This game isn't made for the pad. I'm not here to say it is made for the pad at all, because it isn't. It's made for the wheel. But they have drastically improved the pad on this game, which is obviously really good. So those 4 things, put in the time, and it will be rewarding. And do league racing too. Compete with people who are faster than you, because that will make you even more determined, and that's what made me determined to become an AOR GT3 semi-pro champion, and maybe be as decent in Toro as I could have been. So here you go, guys. These are my pad settings. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe for more Western on the channel. I'll be back for some wheel content and the last of the AOR GT3 Season 8 highlights from Spa. So that'll be out very soon. But there you go on the screen, guys. There are my pad settings. I hope it helps you out. I really do. They might not. Might want to tweak some things. But thanks, guys, for watching. Thanks for the support as always. I hope you have a great 2018. And I'll see you for another video very soon. Bye, guys.